Yeah,
Yeah, it's Thursday evening. You know what that means, Dave?
it's time for breadheads to unite.
That's right. Breadheads for life. Mm,
If you
mm.
are not sure if you're a breadhead, it's an easy way to join. You could contact us and tell us you want to be one, but the easiest way is to go to our Facebook page, which is Cornbread Nation. We have one for the podcast, one for Cornbread Nation. Join there or go to Clapper. If you have the app Clapper, we have breadheads in there joining all the time. So be part of
Absolutely.
the first group. We're not a year old yet.
Yeah, we love our breadheads.
Well, I hope you've
So,
had a good day. It's been a pretty good day. A lot going on.
yep,
Good day at
springtime here in
work.
South Georgia.
It's been a little cooler today. I was expecting warmer weather, but I guess not.
Oh, you're up there in North Georgia. What's that? Yankee, Georgia?
No, 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 no. Not Yankee, man. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. We're happy to have you in the Cornbread Nation. It is a different show. We do not check chats usually until the end of the show. So we have a script and we pretty much follow that and we try to stay timely with it. So, Rob, we're going to get started.
Let's do this thing.
You got any opening thoughts besides what we've already said, or are you ready to go?
Oh, let's rock this thing.
All right. Our first item in Cornbread Nation is we like to talk about our jack legs of the week or the day, depending on when it is. I have 5 jack legs, Rob. Ours will probably cross over on a couple, so I chose 5. Honestly, I couldn't stop at 3, so I do have 5. I don't know how many you have.
I have 3,
You
and
have
we'll
3.
probably cross over.
We probably will, and that's okay because they deserve it. So I would do the
Absolutely.
ones that stand out the most, and there is a repeat offender. There is a repeat offender.
Uh,
You want to go first? You want me to go?
you go ahead.
Well, we if it's a jack leg or it's that's one thing. If you go jack wagon, that means you're even worse.
Absolutely.
I'm going to go jack wagon on the whole Democrat Party at the speech for several reasons, but I'll just use DJ Daniel as my reason that every one of them are a bunch of jack wagons that you couldn't honor this little boy and give him his time without making it politics. And you sat on your hands, almost all of you. There's a few that might have got involved, but you sat on your hands and you said,
Sure
"I'm
did.
not going to honor a little boy." You're jack wagons, and you're catching it from all over the United States, and I'm glad because
Me
you
too.
deserve it. You're jack wagons.
That
This
little
is not
boy didn't deserve to be
politics. It's
treated like
just what's right, Rob. It's not right to do that boy like that.
that. No. And that little boy didn't do nothing to deserve to be treated like that.
No,
Let me go on record and say that too.
horrible, horrible.
Yeah. Well, my first jackleg of the week includes a massive a lot of people. And my first set of jacklegs of the week, and they're just jacklegs. Anyone who bought art from Hunter Biden. You are a jackleg. Not only are you a jackleg, you're dumb. And not only that, you have poor taste in art. Poop is not art.
You know
Well,
that. You know that his art is no good, and we know why they bought his art. So yeah, bunch of
I
jack
brought that up
legs.
because now his art's not selling and he can't. All of a sudden, his art's no good.
Most art it gets it goes up in value, but not his art.
No, his decomposes.
There is no doubt. All right, jackleg number 2 for me is Rachel Maddow. C number 1, Rachel Maddow said it was disgusting. It made her sick to her gut that DJ Daniel was at the speech and he was being politicized by Donald J. Trump. So not only did she just hate on the president more, she once again, like the rest of these on the left, said, I'm not even going to watch. It made me sick. I turned that off. You're jackleg. Once
Yeah.
again. And
Yeah.
his daddy today told her if she didn't have nothing nice to say, to shut her mouth. I salute I salute you,
Hallelujah.
sir. He
Absolutely.
said, yeah, shut your mouth. This boy, young man, I'll say young man, he's been sworn in 909 times already, including one close to us. Now this is the biggest one because it was the Secret Service.
Yeah.
He's had 13 surgeries. He still has terminal cancer, and he's an awesome dude. And I learned something late today. I saw in a video. I like it. Dude hit up Elon for a Cybertruck. And they and they asked him what did he say, and he said he would do it.
You go,
How
Elon.
cool is that?
Get that big boy Cybertruck.
I love it. Yeah, Rachel Maddow, get out of here. Get out of here.
Hey, I got to comment on one other thing. Look on that Secret Service agent's face. That should go down in history. Number one, he was shocked. And number two, when he wrapped his arms around that little boy, that look on his face, you cannot fake that. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that was not one of those hugs where it was like a quick hug. That's what you call an embrace.
Yes. And you could tell by looking on his face right then, look in his eyes. Now he had his eyes shut, but he would have laid his life down for that little boy right then and there.
There's no doubt. No doubt. And I applaud all that have been involved with making the dreams of a young boy come true. Like I said, he's wise beyond his years. They said today, or they've talked about, even he talked about it, that he has had 13 surgeries, and he said my personality changes a little after each surgery.
Yeah.
So you do surgeries are not easy on the body, and but I just believe God's got a purpose. Well, I know he's got a purpose, but he's using this young man in a very powerful way to touch millions of people.
Yeah.
And that has to just touch everybody's heart, unless you're Rachel Maddow or a Democrat. So, well, let me back up because John Fetterman said they were disgusting.
Who?
The Democrats.
Okay. Absolutely.
And 10
Now, you can have a
Democrats.
different point of view. You can have a different view, but you don't have to act like
10 Democrats joined the cavalcade today to censure Al Green too. So kudos to you because you're going to get eaten alive for doing that, but it's the right thing to do. So anyway, Jack Lag, Rachel Maddow. Rob?
That brings me to my next jackleg, Al Green.
Well deserved.
Yes, now he's an absolute jackwagon. I mean, you go get up there and shake your cane at the president, start yelling and screaming, and then won't shut up when everybody tells you to. Dude, you're not here to hear you talk. They was here to listen to the president talk. Shut your mouth, sit down, take your censure, and shut the hell up. Jackwagon.
He had two opportunities to sit down and not get thrown out. He wanted to get thrown out. And so he gets kicked off his committees. That process is going now. So, yeah, I like it. My next one is I think he's been on there every week, and I can't help it. But after the blow up Friday, Zelensky, little deputy, has to be on there again. Every week he does something to make sure he stays on the list. Little loser. He's not a hero. He's not what he portrays himself to be. He's a jackleg, and he got Fredoed. I mean, Trump Corleone said, "I don't want to see you around here no more."
But he wears a suit the next time he shows up.
And sits at the little kid's table.
All right. My next one goes out to another massive group. I didn't know how to break it down right. You've already said one, but I'm just throwing out MSNBC. The whole bunch is a bunch of jackwagons. They're divisive.
Yeah.
They're hateful. They are not for America. They are for pushing the Democratic agenda. They are state TV. And
Yeah,
you're a jackwagon for being that.
absolutely.
And that's
All
all
right,
I've
my
got.
my next one. I got two more, real quick. The Ottawa leader who said he was going to cut the electricity off on Americans. Go for it. Make our day. That's all I got to say. Make our day. If you
Jackwagon.
think that we're scared, you are dead wrong.
That's right.
You blowhard. Shut up. That's all just shut up.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you join Al Green and Zelensky at the kids' table. Sit down. Shut the heck up. We don't want to hear it.
And then at the end of his threats to turn the power off, I'll do it. I'll do it. He said, I love America. No, you don't.
No, you
You're an
don't.
idiot.
No. Ed, shut
Idiot.
up. Tell him, shut up. Grown ups are talking.
I wonder how many old people or people on oxygen would he be cutting the power off on? I just wonder.
He's not going to do it. It's an empty threat.
He's
Ain't
not
another
going to
word.
do it. He's a blowhard. You're
Yeah.
a jackleg. Idiot. And then I will
Yeah.
follow that up quickly with certain members of the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
We got some good things going on, and now you just want to keep on giving money across the world, so you released the $2 billion. Thank you to certain members of the Supreme Court for not voting conservative there. Okay.
Yeah.
That,
And I still would like to see a list of what items that they're going to support with that $2 billion.
yes, I would like to see that as well, without a doubt. Well, folks, we're going to take a quick commercial. When we come back, we've got a special guest, a return engagement of Jack. So, Rob, we're going to commercial break. We come back, we've got Mr.
Okay.
Jack. We'll see you in a minute.
All right.
Hey, folks, Dave in the AM here with the Southern Fried Podcast and the Cornbread Nation. For many weeks now, me and Rob have been telling you about our affiliation with Dubby Energy Drinks. I've been drinking some of them on the show, and I just got in today the powder version, and this is the Pond Blom version of this. And hey, I tell you that it gives you the focus and the energy without the jitters or the crash. There's no sugars, no fillers, no artificial dyes. So get you some Dubby today. Use the promo code Southern Fried, and you'll get 10% off each and every order. Not only can you get the energy drinks, but you can also get some cool merch items. In fact, soon we're going to have a hat to show you as an example of some of those things. There's shirts and other things you can get as well as containers to mix up the powder and the water into that you can carry with you. We appreciate your support of the Southern Fried Podcast and also of Dubby Energy Drinks. We'll see you again soon. Take care. All right, we're back. Hey, there's Jack.
Well, hey there, Dave. How are you doing tonight?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. It's been a couple of weeks since we've talked to you. We appreciate you coming back on the show, Cornbread Nation. Are you, Jack A and all the little other A's doing good?
Well, yes, Dave. I appreciate you asking me that. I want you to know I went through the car wash the other day.
Okay.
And I went to lift my tail and scrub underneath there and get good and clean. You have to get good and clean.
Yeah, it's important.
Clean my butt and brush Nancy Pelosi's teeth at the same time. Woo!
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I just got 4 or 5 questions for you here with all that's been going on, and it has been a couple of weeks. I just want to know, and we didn't ask you before, I just want to know if you still have a job or are you still on welfare. I really didn't know where you stood on this.
Well, I want you to know, Dave, I'm 159 years old, and I'm still drawing my Social Security. They was wondering who it was. It's me.
Okay. All right. I think the president's looking for you.
Well,
There
good
was one.
luck to you there, mister. I ain't scared of you.
I mean, there was one person, and hey, what a on the Cornbread Nation, we find out who that one person is. We beat
Yeah,
Elon to it. I mean, that's pretty awesome. Thanks for letting us know that.
absolutely.
So, before I move on to question number two, I just want to know: have you ever had a job?
No, I'm a Democrat. We don't do stuff like, oh, no, no, no. We
Okay,
don't
all
do
right.
it. What? You don't talk like that. You don't do it. That's a four-letter word. Don't you do
Okay,
You
I'll
think
clean it
you
up.
are coming on this show and talking like that, using that foul language. I couldn't even look at you. Gucking.
I appreciate that. Ooh, okay, okay, all right. Calm down, Jack. Question number two is what do you think? I don't know. Did you watch the speech of the president to Congress? Did you watch that? You didn't watch it?
I'm joining the rest of my Democrats and sitting on my hands and keeping my mouth shut.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to ask you what you thought about them sitting on their hands like that.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, we a bunch of idiots. We some moose headed morons. Well, donkey headed morons, I guess I should say. And that Al Green guy, let me go ahead and tell you, woo, boy, did he throw it out there. My goodness, we had to get up and sing for him during this, what they was trying to do, this finisher thing. We all got up, went over, and we sang. We messed up, we might get finished.
Nice, nice. I guess you saw that Representative Al Green of Texas got escorted out by the sergeant at arms, and his stick he waved at the president. Jack, I just want to know if you have a stick like that. It's got a gold tip on it. It's kind of a nice stick. Just wonder if you had one.
I didn't, I just saw him raise a stick up, scared the snot out of me. I thought he was supposed to come over and whoop me, let me pull a car or something. Kind of scared the snot out of me when he did that, because I was sitting down a little further ahead of him, and he was shaking it at the president, but I thought he was shaking it at me. Scared the
Oh,
ever loving snot out of me.
well, that would be scary. Yeah, we don't want you kicking and snorting and other things.
No,
Yeah.
no.
All right. Just quickly, what do you think about Elon Musk? Do you like him? What do you think about Elon?
Hey, dang. That's where he got his last name from, Musk. Like he's musky or something. Oh, he just stinks. And to
He,
stop the truck, let me go ahead and tell you, y'all know that thing don't run on gas, it runs on batteries.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You could probably pull the truck. I mean, if we hooked enough jacks up, we could probably pull the truck, right?
What? No, we don't do stuff like
Oh, I'm sorry.
that.
That'd be
That's that four-letter word again. I
that'd
can't
be the
even look.
four-letter word.
I
I'm
can't look
sorry.
at you. Huh.
I'm sorry. I'll back off there. That's maybe overboard there. I just you were in the crowd. I wasn't. I just watched on TV. But there's a lot of people wondering. This is my last question. There's a lot of people wondering. Maybe you can, if you can share. You might not be able to share. But inquiring minds want to know: did Nancy Pelosi have a whiskey flask in the speech?
Yep, she sure did. I seen her hit it like four times. But it wasn't whiskey in there. No, sir. It was Pepto Bismol. I seen it. It run down the corner of her mouth right here, and it was that Pepto Bismol pink stuff. And it ran
Yeah.
down and dribbled off of her chin. She tried to pass it off like it was her lipstick, but she ain't got no lips,
Oh.
so that don't work.
All right. Well, Jack, we appreciate you being here with us tonight. Maybe you can join us again. It's
I
always
think
entertaining. You take care of all the other little jackays, and we'll see you in
my
the
little
future.
jackasses, I'll take care of them. Don't you worry none. I got Al Green's back. We got this. He's still gonna get censored, but because of the other 10, little jackasses over there. But that'll be all right. It'll be all right. He wasn't
Okay.
doing nothing on the committees anyway.
All right. Well, you take care of yourself, and I'll try not to use four-letter words anymore. We'll see you next time, Jack.
Absolutely. See you soon.
Hey, this is Dave with the Southern Fried Podcast. Recently, me and Rob were able to go to Fresh Press Farms and do an interview, which we posted on all of our streams. We love these folks. They're amazing. And we are also customers of theirs. I've recently ordered my olive oil that we use in cooking to our home. We love that they're Georgia based. We love that they're the only olive producer in the state of Georgia. And we love that they're making jobs here for Georgians in South Georgia. We want you to become a part of their family and use their products. They are the makers of homegrown cold pressed cooking oils. Crafting oil like this means that they capture the best of the olive and the sunflower because they make that oil too. And they have other products that they have out there. It's an amazing company. They like to say freshness is never a question with Fresh Press Farms. They believe that what we put into our bodies should be minimally processed and actually improve our health and taste like the source. Locally produced and vertically integrated, they proudly grow, harvest, cold press, bottle, and distribute their oils in Georgia to ensure top-notch quality and a quick trip from Grove to Pranchy. Please go online and look up their website and order you some too. Support small business, support Georgia business, and we would appreciate it. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you soon.
I
All
just
right.
want to add something to that little spot there about Fresh Press Farms. You know, it's available on Amazon as well. Just for the
Yes,
rest.
that's cool. I've got to order me some more. Yes, folks, that is Georgia business right there. The only
Absolutely.
olive farm west or east, excuse me, of the Mississippi. And it be good. We use it in our cooking.
Yes.
Folks, it's time for the Cornbread Nation Funny of the Week. This is brought to you by, yes, he'll be appearing twice tonight, Uncle Jeb.
Ah,
You ready, Rob?
yes. Let's get the old coot on here.
Here we go. Hey, boys, this is your Southern Fried Podcast, Cornbread Nation Funny of the Week. Hey, Rob and Dave, got in that old studio again. Wanted to leave you a little funny. You know, people been asking me about my girlfriend. I didn't have one, but I got one. We've been having a good time. You know, we've been going out to eat and going on walks. Well, I made her walk, but I drove on the little scooter. But we've been going out and having a good time, movies and all, and I like her. You know, we was in the store the other day, and I thought I'd have a little fun with her. You know, and I thought I'd share that with you on the Cornbread Nation. You folks better pay attention to that Cornbread Nation now. It's funny because it's got Uncle Jeb. Yeah. Well, we were walking around the store and we got up to pay. And I said, baby love, I said, you know what? You're the prettiest one I ever been with. And she said, oh, I like how she said, oh, that's so sweet. And I said, yeah, the rest of them were 9s and 10s. Well, she didn't like that. I laughed. The people laughed. She didn't laugh, boys. You know what? Timing's everything, Rob. You know what? I told that joke too early because she left me with the bill. There you are, Southern Fried. There, Cornbread Nation. Uncle Jeb, your Cornbread Nation Funny of the Week. Get you some of that, boys.
9 or 10. Really? 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 Uncle Jeb, I just got one thing to say to you tonight.
He's just not going to be able to keep a girlfriend with
He's
pulling
not.
tricks like that. I mean,
No.
man,
He
he
might be
gets
able to find him a good boyfriend, though.
oh, he'll be back. He's going to tell us about his court appearance. We'll get to that in a few minutes.
Oh,
It's time, folks, for great breadheads in history. This is a fun segment. We talk about some folks, and we've been covering some fairly serious stuff. And I have one tonight. I saw it the other day, and I said, Rob, I got to do it. I don't know if you want me to go first or you go first, but
yeah, go ahead.
you know, unfortunately, in the South, we have things that we're not proud of, and it's just something we have to, never forget that it happened. But my breadhead, and it's just sad, but we want to honor the memory of Mary Turner, and unfortunately, there was a rash of killings that occurred. her husband was one, and she spoke against that. And there's her great and great grandchildren. But unfortunately, her husband. There was 13 people that were killed total, and she unfortunately, it's worse than just that she was killed. She was carrying a child, I think 8 months pregnant, and Rob, I mean, and they just did horrible things to her. I mean,
They did.
they cut the baby out, they stomped the baby and killed it. I think they burnt her. I mean, you know what? She is one of those that, because of her story and because of that getting out, there was work. It took a long time, unfortunately, sadly, but through her story and many others, eventually we got things turned around. And so we don't want to forget the sacrifice that these people paid. We love the South. We're proud of a lot of our history. So some history is not pretty,
No.
but we're gonna celebrate people. We're not celebrating what happened to her. We're celebrating her, and her legacy goes on through her family, and we honor her tonight. I salute her. It's horrible, and that's my breadhead this week, Mary Turner.
Well, because we've been doing so much serious stuff this week, I kind of went to the other extreme
All right.
for my famous breadhead in history. And I went with Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah.
Oh, what a cartoon great. And let me tell you something. Hey, I kind of get some of my personality from him. I say, boy, you ain't got real smart, but he was always up. There's no nice way to put this, but he was always up and ready to start some shit. You look at that dog. That dog would be laying over there in that thing just minding his own. Here he come up whistling. Grab him by the tail, yank him up, wear him out that board, whack, 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 go run off. Here comes the dog. I'm just saying, he was always up for it, and he'd hit him with the bat. Shut up. That's the way we ought to be here in the United States, I think.
There's a few people I can think of that need to be done like that. Imagine we could get old Foghorn to get old Zelensky, get a hold of him, and just wear him out.
Him or Al Green, either one. Oh my gosh. Just let the Democrats line up. He'd have a ball. I say, them boys ain't too bright. They just keep bending right over. Whack, whack, whack. I mean, come on. Shut up.
I like me some Foghorn Leghorn. What a great character.
It was a toss-up between him. I was stuck between him and Woody Woodpecker.
Woody Woodpecker would have fit nicely tonight too, but that's okay. We'll get him in a future show.
There's another that starts some crap in a
later on, when we get to our redneck destination, we might have to mention him again. But anyway, that's your breadheads in history, folks. If you want to ever submit a breadhead in history or a jackleg or a recipe or anything, you can send it to us. You can video it. Just keep it clean. We are pretty family friendly here. So send those to us. We'll put you on the show as well. And we'd love to do that. All right. We had our Cornbread Nation Funny of the Week. We're going to get to Georgia Bubba now. And, last week he talked about Uncle Jeb had to go to court. And Uncle Jeb's going to come in and talk about going to court. But first of all, Georgia Bubba switched up this week, and he did the Southern Fried 5 at 5. And Rob, he's telling 5 things because he had to go to court with Uncle Jeb, him and JJ. JJ be appearing here soon. But Georgia Bubba says there's 5 things for the Southern Fried 5 at 5. 5 things he don't like about court. Here you go.
Hey folks, Georgia Bubba here for the Southern Fried Podcast on the Cornbread Nation. Yeah, got my new hat. I like that Georgia Bubba hat. Look good, don't it? Yeah, Georgia Bubba looking good. Well, Uncle Jeb, he wanted to do the Southern Fried 5 at 5 because he was mad about court. Well, I was mad about court too, and I know he said some things about me. Uncle Jeb, he embarrasses me, and, we shouldn't have to go to court, but he kept driving around that roundabout, and he got us in all kind of trouble. Well, I wanted to give you 5 things on the Southern Fried 5 at 5 tonight. about going to court. Yeah, going to court. Well, I want to tell you 5 things I don't like. Number 1 I don't like about court for Georgia Bubba is, you know what? I couldn't bring my big fountain drink in. I just stopped at the store and I got me a big 44 ounce and they said, you can't carry that in here. I said, well, I'm going to get thirsty. I've never been to court before. And they said, you can't do it. And Uncle Jeb said, Georgia Bubba, put it back in the truck. Well, I was mad about that. Number 2, some women, I said, some, they wear too much perfume. I said some, but the ones I was sitting around, they made me sick with that perfume. But later on, I'll tell you why I was thankful for that perfume. Well, number three, the seats are very hard. The seats are very hard on Georgia Bubba's rear end. They're harder than Robert's head. Ha ha ha. Yeah. I'll tell you what, that's the only funny thing about it, because it sure did hurt. Number four, I discovered in court, people swear a lot. They swear on the Bible. They swear at their lawyer. And you know what? Some of them got mad and they cursed the judge. Well, that didn't go good for them. Georgia Bubba's here to tell you. Number 4. That was number 4. Number five, it's just between us. Uncle Jeb, he got some bad gas. So I was thankful for, my hats are falling off here. That's okay. That bad gas was bad. Georgia Bubba got sick. So I scooted over by one of them women with a strong perfume, and it helped me out. There's your Southern Fried Cornbread Nation, Southern Fried 5 at 5 from Georgia Bubba. We salute you.
And there we go.
You know, if you have to poop sitting on them hard benches there in court, when you let it go, you look up and go, yes, Your Honor. Make it sound like he was pounding that gavel up there.
I can imagine, Uncle Jeb, he probably, I think he likes them boiled eggs and stuff. And
He likes his pickled eggs. And pickled
well,
fish.
yeah. It's got to be bad. It's got to be bad.
It's rough.
I
It's
mean,
rough.
he's an
killed,
old,
he killed 3 trees just walking around the house. Dog ran away. Arr, 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 arr. I'm just saying.
Well, with that being said, we do have Uncle Jeb and his court appearance, and he's going to share with us about that. Then we're going to take a commercial and come back and talk about great Southern bands in history.
Oh,
You ready, Rob? Uncle Jeb,
good.
he wasn't happy. He had to go to court.
All right.
Here we go.
It's Uncle Jeb again in the house. Uncle Jeb in the house. You know what? I'm mad. You know what? I had to go to court. You know what? I was on that roundabout, and you're gonna like this, folks. Them old police officers, I don't understand them. It's called a roundabout, and I just went around and around and around. I don't like them old things anyway. You know what? Southern people don't need a roundabout. Well, anyway, that little sniveler, Georgia Bubba, well, you know what? When they pulled me over, he just squealed like a pigeon. Yeah, Georgia Bubba, you little snot-nosed sniveler. You just squealed and squealed and squealed and told them all kinds of stuff you didn't need to. So they got me on 4 charges, and one of them was reckless endangerment. JJ was in the truck. You know what? The boy there. Well, they didn't like that. And then they got me on, I didn't have my insurance card. You know what? Georgia Bubba told them that. So if I didn't have the insurance card, I was trying to talk my way out of it. Well, they got me on speeding and reckless driving and all that stuff. Well, I guess what? Down here in South Georgia, I got some friends. You know what? I got in trouble, though. I went to court. The old judge, thankfully, I had some friends who spoke in his ear, got in the ear hole there. They might have gave him some money. I don't know for sure. But anyway, he was getting on me pretty hard. And I said, hey, listen, you're not a dictator. You know what? You work for the people. We pay your salary. Well, you know what? They gave me a big old fine. He threatened to throw me in jail. I told him he had a kangaroo court. Well, he didn't like that one. You know what? I don't care. You know what? It's called a roundabout. That's all it is. Went around, and he said I impeded traffic. I caused all kinds of problems. You know what? And I think that Georgia Bubba's going to talk about going to court. He a little sniveler. All he did was cry the whole time I was down there in court. Don't ever go to court, folks. It's nothing but a pain in the rear end. You know what? But hey, I have some friends, Rob. But by the way, Rob and Dave didn't show up to help me out. But I went to court. I got off with only a little bit of a warning and a little bit of $50 fine. I'm going to make Georgia Bubba pay that. Yeah! Georgia Bubba, you in trouble now, boy. This is Uncle Jeb in the house on your Cornbread Nation. Salute!
We will have to keep him off them roundabouts. That's all there is to it. He can't go
He
on
does-
them roundabouts no more.
He does have a good point, though. Southern people don't need roundabouts.
We don't. Yeah, we do. That's a darn lie. He's wrong. If not, we'll sit at a four-way stop sign going like this all day long.
Yeah.
All
right.
day long.
One more commercial here. We'll be right back. This is David the AM with the Southern Fried Podcast. We are now an affiliate of Podbean. Podbean is an audio platform which helps you get your voice out there. You can go online and go live from your very phone that you use. You don't have to have a lot of special equipment. It's nice to have a studio, but it's expensive. You can do those things from your phone. Hey, I was a listener of Podbean before I even became a podcaster. Maybe you've thought about being one. There was a time when I didn't think about being a podcaster, but think about it. You've got things to share. It could be as simple as baking, or it could be working on a car. The stories are endless that you could come up with to be a podcaster. And there are people out there that want to listen and to your stories and to your shows. And we're thankful for all those that watch and listen to us. Podbean is now an affiliate of the Southern Fried Podcast. Unless you're a business plan, that would be the bottom one. The one on top, use that. You'll get discounts. And also the Southern Fried Podcast benefits in this as well. I love Podbean. They also help launch out to many other audio sites. This saves me time. Time is precious. Time to be on the podcast. Time for research. Time to be with family. And yes, time to work. Yes, we still work out there in the workforce. So become a podcaster. Use Podbean. And when you use these links, one of them, you will save money and you'll also help the Southern Fried Podcast. Thanks so much for all your support. Take care. We'll see you soon. All right, great bands in history. Last week we did the Allman Brothers. That's a great band. Well, this week we shifted gears just a little bit, and we're going to throw up on the screen Molly Hatchet. Rob, you remember that band?
Oh, my goodness. There you go.
Yeah. Flirting with Disaster, baby.
Yes.
You know what? They probably didn't get the credit that they deserve, but they're legend. And you know what? They're still out there playing. I mean, they've had about 55 or 60 members, but they still getting it. But Molly Hatchet, I mean, they were legendary at the time. I mean, legendary. There's a couple of old pictures of them with that. Some of their songs there, of course, that's the one that everybody remembers, but there's a few others there.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever have any of their albums, Rob? Molly Hatchet.
No, I never had not one of their albums.
There were some people that did, but they still play them on classic rock radio. And like I said, they're still touring.
Yeah.
So, you know, they come from an era when album covers meant something. I mean,
yes,
you know, sometimes you would buy an album just because of the way the album cover looked. Look at that album cover, man. Now that's an album cover right there. Yeah. Check that thing out. I mean, you don't even have to know what they sing, and you're buying that album. I said album.
That's a lost art now. I mean, everybody just orders singles. I mean, albums are like lost art because everybody just like get the songs that they want, you know.
They used to have the artist that they would hire to do those things, and they put a lot of time in that, you know, and getting what they wanted. And there's whole books written about that, just the artwork for albums and what they had to do to get that decided on. Sometimes it was a picture, or sometimes it was, you know, something that they drew out. But that's still around some, but not like it used to be, Rob. But Molly Hatchet, our Southern Fried Southern Rock Band of the Week. I like it. Well, Rob, it's time for fan mail. It's time
All
for
right.
fan mail.
Well, we got a special edition of fan mail this week.
Yeah.
I've got my direct line right to you. It's right here behind me on this side.
All right.
So
Get my mailbox clear here. Make sure there's nothing in there yet.
I've got one. First one.
First one.
Let's see. Ooh. Oh, this one's kind of racy. It's hot and steamy, Dave. Hot and
Oh,
steamy. A dancer for Chippendales.
a dancer for Chippendales.
There you go. It should be there.
There it is. All right. What should Rob's job have been?
Yeah. Okay. Dead on the money there. I would say I'd have made an
Come on.
outstanding dancer for Chippendales.
I need to look up and see who sent that in. Good grief. Chippendales.
Nope, wrong button. Sorry.
I think you had it right the first time.
Have number 2.
Okay. Think hard. Don't spit on it.
I might have to.
Hey,
What?
be putting that back there.
All right. School lunchroom server, hairnet and all. School lunchroom server, hairnet and all. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Knock it right on through.
Oh, come on, man. What should Dave's job have been?
School lunchroom server, hairnet and all. Hey, I'm still rocking, dude. That's 2 for 2.
Come on.
I got the third one right. So you can't even do this now. Go ahead. All right, let's see. Whoa. Twinkle toes. Twinkle toes.
Twinkle toes.
That knocked it right on through.
We're going to have to get on these fan mail. People sending fan mail.
Why?
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
What the heck is this, man?
What?
What should Dave's nickname be?
Twinkle toes.
Are you kidding me?
No. No, that's right. Telling you, the redneck system is down. I got this. All right, let's see. This one right here. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Wow, this was kind of racy too. Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
There you go.
This better get better, man. I'm telling you.
It does. It does.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What should Rob's nickname be?
Yeah. Gorgeous. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We throw that out to the birds.
What?
Come
Hey,
on.
Beth, I just happened to see your comment. Normally we don't comment during the shows, but yeah, what do you mean my dancing skills have not improved? That was not very nice. All right, last but not least, I have final piece of fan mail. All right, let's get this right. Let's see. Let me put it right there. I got to think on this in just a second. Let me get the better connection.
Hey, I don't want to touch that crap.
Dave and Rob. Dave and Rob.
Well, if we're going down together then.
There you go.
All right. Name 2 knuckleheads who should probably have been janitors at a zoo in Two Egg, Florida, and been called the Pooper Scoopers. That sounds like the name of a bad band right there, Pooper Scoopers.
The Pooper Scoopers.
Come on, man. That's bad.
Hey, look. All I do is answer them.
Fan mail went in the toilet this week, man. You folks
come
out there
on.
are going to have to do better than that. What the heck? Good grief.
Hey, all I do is I can't help what they send in. Just have to answer.
All right, folks. One more commercial, then we're going to our redneck destination this week. Last week we were in Sanford, Florida. The redneck food truck. We're moving on to Virginia this week, Rob.
Uh-oh.
We'll be right back. Hey, this is Rob and Dave with the Southern Fried Podcast. One of our shows that we love the most is Front Porch Talking. Our Friday night show, which starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, has become a tradition here at the Southern Fried. We appreciate you so much for stopping by on the front porch where we grab our sweet tea or coffee or whatever we're drinking and just sit on the front porch, wave at the neighbors as they go by, and just have a great discussion. We usually don't have a topic or theme. We just like to talk, and we like for you to stop by on the front porch as well. It's a Southern tradition, and Rob and Dave, we're all about the South. We live here in the state of Georgia, and all through the South or throughout wherever you live in the United States or the world, remember, as Rob says, it's a Southern state of mind. Join us each Friday night at 8 p.m. with our friends. Become part of that Cornbread Nation Breadhead crew, and join us on the front porch, and let's talk. Thank you so much. Oh, boy. I actually did see, because you said something, and I wasn't sure when I pulled up the chat that I just seen Twinkle Toes, and I was like, really? But she said that should have been your nickname. Yes. All right, it's time, folks, for the redneck destination of the week. We're going to Virginia. Oh, Virginia. Yes. We're going to Rocky Mount, Virginia. Now, there's a Rocky Mount, North Carolina, but we're going to the Virginia side, Rocky Mount, Virginia, and it is, yes, Rob, the Redneck Tree Service. The Redneck Tree Service. They've got a tree service that'll come out and take care of your trees for you. And they've got 10 surefire reasons, or ways, they're going to take care of your trees. Now, I got to be honest. I've never heard of some of these.
Okay.
It's interesting, but we're going to, there's 10 of them.
Lay it on me.
So we're going to start at 1 and go to 10.
Okay.
So the first one is, and they call this an option, and they're different prices. So you get different prices for it. And the first one is the woodpecker option. Now, what they say is they'll bring you out a bunch of woodpeckers at night, and they'll just let that pecking go on all night. So in your trailer park or wherever, and you got some pine trees, there's going to be a lot of pecking going on with the woodpeckers on the tree. That's the cheapest option they've got.
All right, so let's do the Woody Woodpecker thing now. Come on, join in with me. Everybody at home. All of us people that remember Woody Woodpecker, come on.
I just had some image of a drunk redneck out in the trailer park doing that in the middle of the night while all these woodpeckers are pecking on the tree. I don't know how long that would take to get the tree down, but that's the cheapest option they got. That's Redneck Tree Service, Rocky Mount, Virginia, not North Carolina. Number 2, are you ready?
Yeah.
Instead of woodpeckers, this costs you a little more, and you do have to flood the area just a little bit. They'll bring you a bunch of beavers, and they call it the beaver it down option. So you got a bunch of beavers.
I'm not going to comment further on that, okay?
Okay, I'm just telling you, it's number 2 option.
Let's just move on past number 2. There's just too much that could be said that shouldn't be said. Move on. All you people up there in Rocky Mountain, hey, salute for the beaver option, but we're not going to discuss that anymore.
All right. Number 3, they will rent you a 2-man saw. And they said they don't work the saw, but they recommended getting a couple of illegals to work the saw for you. They will not warranty any of these options, by the way. Their insurance will not cover them. You're on your own, but they will rent you the 2-man saw.
Well, you can't get illegals from that. Well, it depends on which way you need it to fall. Because they can only fell trees going north of the border. So that wasn't very nice. I apologize.
So we've had woodpecker, beaver, and rent the 2-man saw.
Okay.
Number 4 is the cat in the tree option. A little bit more because they got to come out and they've got to put the cat up in the tree.
Okay.
But what they say is that the fire department will come out to get the cat down from the tree. And
Okay.
you got a couple of options here. One is it's going to take the fire department some time to get the cat out of the tree. So they said while they're doing that, you could utilize their ladders and stuff and just start cutting limbs off and, you know, maybe get them to help you out while you take this tree down. Because what they're going to do is they're going to attach the cat to the top of the tree so it's not easily removed. It's sort of trapped there.
Okay.
And it actually looks real, but it's not a real cat. So they got it where it'll move a little bit. They attach it to the top of the tree. And while they're fighting to get this cat down, they said you could just go ahead and start cutting on the tree, you know. So it's the cat in the top of the tree option. Because apparently it takes a while sometimes to get cats out of the tree.
That's not going to work because the redneck way to get the cat out of the tree would be to cut the darn tree down. I'm just saying. Here, kitty.
So it's an option.
Chuck, stop looking at me like that.
Number 5 is that they will put an ad in the paper. They call this the metal detector mania option. Metal detector mania option. And what it is they're going to put it in the local paper that there are some Civil War treasures buried under the tree. And all these people, metal detectors are going to come out. That's why it's called metal detector mania. And they will show up and take the tree down for you so that they can get under it to get the treasure. Now, there are fights that could break out between those that are carrying metal detectors. So you might want to have 911 close by because they get to swinging those metal detectors and cursing each other and fighting to get the treasure out from under the tree. But that's metal detector mania.
Really? Lightsaber metal detector.
Yeah.
Metal detector Star Wars. No. Because, you know, if that rumor, even if it was the guy that was putting the ad in the paper, you know, that had the ad put in the paper, the true redneck, he would believe it and he would go out there and dig that tree up himself to get the treasure. Just saying.
All right, number 6, and they say they can't give any details on this. It's called the 3-alarm fire option. So at 3 a.m., what they say is that somehow, they don't know how, the tree's going to be on fire. It's going to be on fire. 3 a.m. It's a 3-alarm fire. And somewhere or another, the tree's coming down. Either burn down or the fire department will come out and take it down. So they might be back out. So if the cat don't work, they can come out and take care of the fire.
Look,
So
I was thinking about that when they had talking about the cat up in the tree. Just go ahead and set the tree on fire. I mean, hell, the fire department's right there.
Yeah, but that costs
They're
more
already cutting
money.
limbs.
The cat's a cheaper option. The fire, I mean,
okay.
it's just all about, it's escalating in price. It's escalating in price. So it's the 3 a.m. fire, 3-alarm fire option. Number 7 is they will rent you a lightning rod. And you, if there's a storm coming, they will rent you a lightning rod, but you have to climb up in the top of the tree to attach it with the hopes that lightning will hit it during one of the bad storms and just, you know, destroy it, explode it.
They're trying to kill rednecks. They're trying to kill them. Can't you say, "Oh, I ain't paying for that"? And Billy Bob Bear climbing up the tree barefoot, getting up in the very top of it with a golf flag pole that he stole off the golf course. It says number 18 on it, and he gets up there and he's strapping it on, and he thinks it says 81, and he's looking at it. I'm just saying. He's like, "Hold my beer, I got this. Give me my PBR back when I get back." And of course the storm's coming. So he's up there and he's looking up there at that flag and it says 81, and he gets struck by lightning 9 times. And he goes, "Oh, it was 8 plus 1. He hits every branch on the way down. Now he's knocked all the branches off of his family tree, and it just goes like this. Well, it probably went like that before. He probably broke his neck from the fall. Wasn't nothing else to break his fall.
Lightning rod. All right,
He
number
had
8.
that golf flag stuck in his back pocket too while he was climbing the tree.
All right, number 8 is called Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, this ought to be good.
So, what they say is there's a group of people going to show up in the middle of the night wearing Jason masks, and they're just going to come in and massacre a bunch of trees, and they're bound to get yours as well. No questions asked.
Dude, that isn't Chainsaw Massacre. That's just rednecks on holiday, dude. Oh, hey, Joe Bob said he wanted that tree took down. Let's go have a holiday. They're going to run out there with that chainsaw. They're going to cut down every tree in the yard. Everything. The hedges, the bushes, the tree, the mailbox, cat, everything's getting cut down to size. I'm just saying. The 4-wheel drive, the 4-wheeler, the deer stand, everything. Cooler.
Oh yeah,
They're going to turn a 12-pack of tall boys into pony beers. I mean, I'm just telling you, they're going to cut everything.
they go cut everything.
Yeah.
It's Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, that fifth of liquor is going to be a pint when they get done. I'm just saying, they're cutting down everything.
Some decks,
Yeah,
front steps.
everything.
And nobody's going to come out and question them, because who's going to come out and question a bunch of psychos
Nobody.
with Jason masks go with chainsaws?
Well, unless I asked it with a shotgun.
Yeah.
I think shotgun wins in chainsaw versus shotgun, especially if you got a little running on it.
Number 9, they said they will park a big truck there, and when they're not there, because they don't want to know anything about it, they said you'll get an envelope and it'll tell you what to do. You at a certain time of day, you'll just it says to open you'll open the envelope, and inside the envelope it will say to have your wife back the truck in.
That probably worked. Hey, honey, back that truck up. Kablam! That tree will probably fall right across that truck. I'm just saying. If it's a big enough truck, you drive off with it. All right, baby, you got her. Take off. Am I in the garage yet? Oh, yeah, you're there.
Problem solved, right?
Yeah, come back just a little more. Just a little more. Kablam! There you go, baby.
All right.
Now you in the garage. Huh?
Oh, my goodness. And number 10, guaranteed to work. It's their most expensive option, and they got a lot of options with it. Like you can put on some certain gear. There's certain things you can say, but it's called the 100% guaranteed, the Harvey Updike guaranteed tree poison solution. and they said they'll even hook up
The
a
Harvey
speaker that,
Updike.
yeah, the Harvey Updike, and they said it'll kill the tree. They won't tell you what's in the stuff that's the solution. It's just called the Harvey Updike, tree poison. And they said that you have the option to say "roll dang tide." I mean, I don't know if you want to holler that while you're taking down the tree. Maybe this is for your neighbor's tree. I don't know, but it is the Harvey Updike, guaranteed to take down your tumor corner and take the tree down.
So poison it, right? I know what's in
Yes.
the poison then. It's Schlitz. They pour Schlitz on them trees and killing them. Oh, what a crying shame. At least give them a decent last drink. Could at least give them a natty light, but no, you got to go pour Schlitz on them. What's up with
Oh
that?
no.
That's just wrong. Why couldn't they use natty light, Dave? Why? Why?
I
That's
don't
just
know.
like cruel and unusual way to treat a tree. You know? Good.
Roll dang tide.
Roll Tide.
So there's your redneck tree service from
That's
Rocky
why.
Mount,
That's why they said
Virginia.
Roll Tide, because all the Alabama cheerleaders got that brown paper sack with Schlitz in there.
Oh my gosh. We're gonna get letters now.
When they run out on the field, you know what all the Georgia fans say, right?
What's that?
How about them dogs?
Rob.
Oh, what? Oh, I'm sorry. That's not Alabama. That's Tennessee. Sorry. Got my states mixed up.
All right.
All right.
Next week we are moving to Tennessee. We will give you the name of the city next week on the Cornbread Nation.
We got to go over the
Redneck
thing here real quick.
Destination.
Let's go over our chat real quick here.
All right.
Bella said, "Evening, y'all. Hi, Earl." Miss Elizabeth said, "Good evening, gentlemen." She called us gentlemen.
Yeah.
Miss Joanne said, "The way she was smacking them lips, possible." Miss Jill said, "Hi, everyone." Daniel said, "Hi." It's Sugar Britches. We know we got Sugar Britches. Miss Elizabeth said, "Rob's nickname should be Twinkle Toes." No, I'm gorgeous. He's Twinkle Toes. We got to get this right. Oh, boy, look at that. I got to put that up. That's not very nice, sir. Girl, Steve, I'm glad you jumped here at the very last minute there. We appreciate it. And we thank y'all, everybody, for tuning in to Cornbread Nation this week. We will be back next Thursday.
You think that
or
Steve?
next week.
Do you think that Steve might have had something to say about option number 9?
Was that
the beaver it down option? I'm just wondering.
Yeah, he would have had something to say about that.
He would have had.
But that's why we skipped past that one and moved on really quick before I could say something. He would also like the Redneck Massacre one.
Yes.
He would definitely take parts in that.
Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes. Steve said he's making his rounds, want to get out of his office an hour ago. Don't go there, Steve. It was one of the options for the tree cutting service. Just let it go. Let it go.
There's your Cornbread Nation for this week's folks.
We'll see y'all bright and squirrely in the morning for the Friday morning show. Y'all have a great evening.
I most likely will be on tonight for Night Talk, late night, 11 p.m. Okay. So, if everything goes all right.
All right. Salute. See you then. Wait a minute, I got to get the right song. Oh, I did this last week too, didn't I?
I think you did.
I probably did. All right, I'm looking for the right one. Let's see. I'll find it here in a minute. Why can't I can go to most things and just click right on it. But for some reason, this one just absolutely whoops me.
You're just gonna do the
I,
song, right?
I don't even know what's up. Why can't I find the stupid